Hi everyone and welcome back to another card making video where I'm focusing mainly on dies and stencils. So I have here my favorite picks from the latest release by Waffle Flower. Here you can find a coupon code if you shop from them and check the description as well. So first of all, I love this new stitched dies with the heart. I think that they are one of those dies that you can use throughout the year to create window cards, shaker cards. They make a great background to build your composition. And also I love this new die with the flowers and the leaves. Now for this flower I also got the matching stencils. This is a set of stencils that is going to make your life super easy when it comes to coloring these flowers and the leaves. And the fun part and why I love this die is that you can easily separate the flowers and the leaves, so you can actually create your very own compositions with more dimension. Now here is another versatile die that I picked, and this gives you a lovely background. It fits pretty much every card, and there are stencils that fit on top of that. I got the one that gives you hearts, so this is a set of two stencils, and one is going to give you tiny hearts that fit on the design, and the other one is another that you can combine with bigger hearts, so you can create your very own pattern paper. I think that this is a great one to have on hand throughout the year. And again, I picked a sentiment die. Again, I made sure that these are dies that you can use all year round with love. That's what it says, and I love that it gives you not only the wording but also the outline to help it pop even more. So I'm going to create a card using all the products in one card so you can see them in action and pick your favorites. I am starting by doing the ink blending, so I used the flower die to cut out my flower. I'm placing it on my sticky mat, so this is going to hold the paper as well as the stencil in place, and I'm starting to doing the ink blending with my Distress Oxides. Now I am going to color everything with my blending brushes, the background blending brushes. I absolutely love them because they are super easy to use and they cover a big area instantly. So I'm going with pinks for my flowers today, and I started with Kitsch Flamingo color, which is the lighter one. Now I'm going to place the second stencil for the detailing on the flowers, and this stencil is going to give you also openings to do the branches of the leaves. I don't want to do that. I don't want to bring a detail brush yet. So I'm just going to cover up all those gaps with some tape. And now I can use my jumbo brush to do the detailing just directly there, super quickly. And the result is absolutely stunning. Now I am going to move on. Oh, by the way, this is picked raspberry that I used, the darker shade of pink. And now I'm going to move on to the third stencil, which is going to give me, it is actually going to cover the beautiful flowers so that I can really quickly go ahead and add the color on the leaves. Now I want to have a little bit of detailing here, so I bring one of my smaller blending brushes and I'm going to add some shading with a darker color. So I started with Twisted Citron for the lighter green, and now I'm working with Mowed. And of course now you will see that these branches are white in between the leaves just because I covered them with painter's tape. So now that I have my detail brush, I am just going to go ahead and I'm not even going to use a stencil and cover up the middle part so it doesn't look white. Now a good tip that you can use is don't try to peel off the paper from the sticky mat because you will risk curling it up. Just peel off the sticky mat and you see that the paper releases super easily and it remains flat. Now also keep in mind that the way this die is, it gives you gaps, so you can easily fluff up the flower and give it some dimension if you don't want this to look completely flat. But it is really up to you. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Now let's move on to the next step, and for this one I'm going to create background paper. So I'm using the background die to run it through my die cutting machine, and you can see here the background. And now I am debating whether I want to use both stencils, the bigger and the smaller hearts, or if I want to use just one. I decided to go only with the tiny hearts, but remember, you can combine them, you can use them separately, and also you can just use the stencil as is. You really don't need the background die to work with that. Now I'm not introducing any new colors. I'm using Kitsch Flamingo, which is the lighter color that I used for my flowers as well. So this is going to give me a very subtle background. Most of it is going to be covered up, but I wanted you to see the whole process of creating this beautiful background, because you can just stick the flower composition on top and you have a pretty card already. However, I'm going to take it a step further, and let's create a window card. So I went through my stash and tried to find a cardstock that matches the colors of the flowers, and that's a panel that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to place the larger stitched die on top, and I don't know if you can see that through the camera, but both the negative and the positive cutouts do have the stitching all around. So you can definitely do this. For example, this design, I am going for the window one, so I will add some foam tape at the back of my window, and this is where you can use acetate if you want to turn it into a shaker card. However, I'm just going to tuck the flower composition inside, and I will secure it at the back. I'm just adding a little bit of glue along the heart at the back, and this way I am going to lose some part of the flowers and some part of the leaves, but you can use your scissors and cut off very carefully the leaves and just use them at the front to make it look more fluffy, to make it look more full. Now add some foam tape at the back of the flower composition as well, and I'm going to place that directly on top of the pattern paper that I created previously. So pretty much most of it is covered, but you can still see those tiny little hearts peeking through. You can fluff off the leaves, you can add even extra leaves if you want, just tuck whatever extras you have at the back to create extra layers if you want to do that. And then finally, let's put together the sentiment. I do have Nouveau Deluxe, which is my favorite, in this little bottle with a super fine tip, and this is very helpful when I have to add glue on such tiny, very intricate die cuts. So this is the die that I used, the With Love die. I'm adding glue at the back, and I did cut the wording out of golden cardstock, while for the background, the outline, I went with white. Now I'm going to be honest here and say that I absolutely love this card, and I so wanted to do splatters, white splatters all over the place. But I'm going to fight the urge, and I will just add some dots instead with my white contour liner. And with the contour liner, just because I choose where to add the splatters, it can take me forever to decide, while with splattering they just fall randomly, and I always like the effect. So anyway, that's the finished card. You can see here some close-up photos. Links to everything I used as well as coupon codes can be found down below in the description. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you all next time.